Hey guys, it's Bree coming to you with the Bee Face, and today we are going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do a get to know me video. I feel like I've never done this before, and since I'm trying to be more consistent on YouTube and engage a little bit more in social media, I figured this is the perfect time to do a get to know me tag. So I have 25 questions here, all from the internets. And I'm just gonna go through it and we can chat in the comments. So here we go. First question is, what is your zodiac sign? So I am a Leo. Don't know what that does for anyone, but that's my zodiac sign. Who is your best friend? I don't know that I would call anyone person like, oh, that is my best friend. I think I have very close friends, and I think that some of those people occupy different spaces in my life at different times. So I would have to table that because I don't know that I would say this one person is my best friend. I have 3 very close friends, and I have one friend outside of that friend group that is a very, very close friend. Adult best friendships are weird. I don't know. That's a difficult one. How do you feel right now? I feel fine. That is, that's a hard question to ask, right? Because you want to be honest when people ask you, like, how are you doing? And then, we're in this age of like therapy and really checking in with people. And so it's like, well, how are you really doing? And it's like, I'm really, like, I think that there are places, right, that I am excited. There are places where I'm curious. There are places where I'm a little bit anxious. There are places where maybe I'm a little bit sad about. But none of those singular emotions cast like a pall or cast one mood over my entire life. I think my general demeanor is fine. I think there's a lot of things in process right now, so I'm a little bit in the middle. I'm fine. That is how I feel right now. Current relationship status. I should have worn the shirt that says available for dinner because that is your girl. I'm wearing the shirt that says Jesus is not a weekend thing, which is just as good. So, current relationship status, your girl's single. Favorite movie. So I have 2 favorite movies. The number 1 spot, judge me if you must, Save the Last Dance. I don't care what y'all say. Those dance moves that sis was doing were fire. I don't care. I do not. There were prime 90s, early 2000s dance moves, and I approve. I love that movie. I could repeat that whole film, line for line. Close second is A Walk to Remember. That is a movie that I will literally bawl my eyes out. But those are my 2 favorite movies. How tall are you? 5'3" and 3/4. So depending on my mood, I'll generally say 5'4". Favorite song. I don't know that I can pinpoint a favorite song just because that changes so frequently. There's so many songs in the world, but I will say my favorite artist, hands down, point blank period, is Brandy. No competition. 3 things, and I can't even pick a favorite song by her because she has so many. I will say favorite artist is Brandy. Favorite album, I have 2. So favorite album by Brandy, it's depending on the mood I'm in, is her most recent one, B7, because just overall I love that album. But I think lyrically her best album was Human. I think just the lyrics were so deep on that album, and I don't think she's ever been or has been since as deep as she was on the Human album, and it is my absolute favorite. So number 1 spot is the Human album. 3 things you love. 3 things I love. Jesus books and 90s R&B. I think those are my 3 things. 3 things that upset me. 3 things that upset me. Rudeness. Like being mean for the sake of being mean. I don't get it. what upsets me? I think arguing, where people aren't listening to each other and you're arguing just to get your point across, not to understand or be understood, just to say. I don't like that. And inconsistency. I don't like it when people they don't adhere to what they say. Like simple example, if you're like, hey, I will call you back tomorrow. Tomorrow comes and goes and you never call me back. It's a very simple thing, but I just feel like if you say you're gonna do something, do that thing. And if you don't have any intentions of doing it, don't do it. Or if you had an intention to do it and then time passed by and it just didn't happen, I feel like you can communicate during the time passing or you can communicate after, right? Like communicate during, like, hey, I intended to call you, but such and such happened and it's probably not gonna happen. Or after the fact, I meant to call you, life got busy, so sorry. For me, I just don't like it when people brush past things. Like, you didn't do the thing that you said you were gonna do and then you just brush past it. I don't like that. 3 things that make me happy. 3 things that make me happy. 3 things that make me happy. I don't know. Let's say adventure. That makes me happy. Spending time with friends, that makes me happy. Spending real just time. Doesn't matter what we're doing, just being around friends, that makes me happy. Being around people in general makes me happy. What else makes me happy? I think feeling like I accomplished something, that makes me happy. I'm very much a list person. So when I can cross the final thing off of a checklist or a to-do list, I feel so accomplished and so happy. 3 things that make me happy. Okay, so what are your hobbies? I like to paint, as you could possibly see behind me. I like to do DIY crafts, so that's a hobby. I enjoy music in various forms, and so I used to take piano lessons when I was younger, and so a hobby that I've been very much trying to get back into is playing the piano again. And I enjoy dancing around my house, so I'm very much in that that old school mom who you knew it was time to clean because the music was all loud in the house. I'm that person because I will turn music on, clean my house, and just be dancing around the house. So I would say those are my hobbies. So arts and crafts and things like that. And reading. I really enjoy reading. That is something I do often, all of the time. I think at any given point you can ask me what book I'm currently reading and I will always be currently reading something. Favorite food? Pizza or pasta? Any manner of pasta. Celebrity crush? Idris Elba. Self-explanatory. How many tattoos or piercings do you have? 3 of each. Turn-ons. So I have seen posts where it's what is your favorite non-sexual thing that a guy can do? And there are several, because men do various things that are just very attractive. For some reason, that thing where you're driving or you're parking, you put your arm around the other seat and then you look back to it. I don't know why that is very attractive to me. Another thing that's very attractive when you're wearing a fitted suit and you have to unbutton your suit jacket to sit down and then you stand up and you button it back up. That is very attractive to me. Accents accents are very attractive to me. And I mean like regional American accents. So like, you might get me with a Southern accent. You might, especially if it is New Orleans. Oh goodness. I feel like I've said this in my Put a Ring on It review, because Hollywood, from I think the first season of Put a Ring on It, yeah, New Orleans is a good one. I think New York is a very attractive accent. That's about it. I think that's it. Height and muscles are just kind of givens. I think for me, just height and, you know, a little buff. I feel like those are some things I'm interested in. Turn offs, bad grammar. I understand that if we're in a text conversation, you're not necessarily going to speak in complete sentences, but I feel like we're past the age of using the letter U for Y-O-U and then the number 2 for T-O. I also feel that run-on sentences, for what reason? One thing that used to get on my nerves was when people would send multiple text messages instead of just one big one. But then I have become a little guilty of that as well, so I can't even say that. It's not my favorite thing, but I can't call someone else out on it because I do that fairly often. Turn offs, inconsistency is a big one. Like if we are in any type of relationship, if we're in a friendship, if we're in a romantic relationship, any type of relationship, and it is inconsistent for the type of relationship that we have, I don't like it, and I'd rather just not. Would rather just not. Scary movies or happy endings. I will never watch a scary movie. I get nightmares. Computer or television? Computer, because the TV is on the computer. What is your favorite perfume? So I lately have been using this Rollerball perfume, like this perfume oil. That has been my favorite, and don't remember the name of it right now. But I have been trying to find this K. Ali perfume that has been really hyped on the internet. And I want to try that because that might be my new favorite if it's as good as everyone says it is. Last time you cried. I cry all of the time. Let's be honest, I am a crybaby. I cry at commercials. I cry watching MasterChef. I'm gonna be honest. So like so on MasterChef, I feel like it's justified, but I will cry every single episode of MasterChef because it just breaks my heart when they work so hard on a dish and then the judges just tear it apart, and they work so hard and then they want it so much and they always like want to do it for their family, and they love people. They have people that are rooting for them. They have people that they love, and especially when like they start crying, when people crying makes me cry. I'm done for. I was watching Harry Potter. I cried at that. I was rewatching Harry Potter yesterday, and I was watching the Goblet of Fire when Cedric died. Ugh. And Harry was just, oh my gosh. And he was like, I couldn't leave him there. Oh, tears. Ball central. And it's not the cute cry. It's not like it is like streaming tears. I cry at everything. It is ridiculous. Can you cook? I can follow directions. So I am not one of those people who can just whip out a recipe out of their brain or just make something up. There are a few staples that I'm pretty good at. I'm good at spaghetti, good at mac and cheese, and I'm actually a very good baker. I will say that. People have told me I'm a very good baker. Do you speak any other language aside from English? No. Do you miss anyone right now? Do I miss anyone right now? So two people come to mind with that question. However, I'm not entirely sure if I missed the people themselves or if I just missed the type of relationship that we had. Because truth be told, if those people were to come back into my life, the relationship would not be the same because things have happened, things changed, and we're different people, right? Because this was a while ago. So yeah, I miss certain interactions that I have had with certain people. Favorite TV show? I'll give you one guess because I told you my favorite person was Brandy. Hint, hint, it's Moesha. Or Living Single. Moesha or Living Single. Again, 90s TV, man. So great. If money were no object, what would you get for your next birthday? So I like this question because my birthday is actually coming up. So I think if I could just have a blowout for my birthday, I would get like a boat and just have all my friends on the boat and make it like a vacation, like a yacht type situation in Miami or some such. Or, you know, I was gonna say like go out on vacation, like go to some country like Greece. I wanna go to Greece. But that would need to be a girls trip. So if we could take like a girls trip to like Greece or London, I would do that. Or if just like all of my friends and like their boyfriends and husbands and things were coming, I would get like this big boat and we just have like a yacht situation and like a cool dinner and everybody dresses up. And then of course I'm the star because it's my birthday. So that is the 25 questions. We did it in under 25 minutes. Let's go. So if y'all have any other questions that you can think of, if these were terrible questions and you're like, I know you know better than when we started this, that's fine. Drop those things in the comments and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.